Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Monday, June 6, 2022. Number 1. The January 6th House Committee has announced its first of a series of public hearings in its probe of the attack on the U.S. Capitol. The first hearing will be held Thursday, June 9th, during prime television watching hours. The session, scheduled to begin 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, is expected to focus on the former President Donald Trump's role in the evidence that took place at the U.S. Capitol January 6, 2021. The House Committee, chaired by Congressman Benny Thompson of Mississippi, along with one of two Republicans on the panel, Vice Chair Representative Liz Cheney of Wyoming, was formed following the violent insurrection to investigate the facts, circumstances, and causes related to the domestic terrorist attack on the Capitol. The committee plans to hold 6 hearings throughout the month of June. Number 2. The state of California's Task Force on Reparations issued its interim report last week as it describes detailing harms of slavery and systemic discrimination on African Americans. It's called the most detailed report on the California government's anti-Black discrimination. California officials and task force members describe this first-in-the-nation effort by a state government to study slavery, its effects throughout American history, and the compounding harms that the United States and California governments have inflicted upon African Americans. A number of areas which the task force has suggested ways, but they are asking what areas are of the greatest concern: education, housing, criminal justice, and health. Number 3. The Special Olympics has dropped a coronavirus vaccine mandate for the Games in Orlando after Florida moved to fine the organization $27.5 million for violating a state law against such rules. Republican Governor Ron DeSantis announced the organization removed the requirement for its competition in the state, which is scheduled to run through June 12. The Florida Health Department notified the Special Olympics of the fine, saying the organization would be fined the millions of dollars for 5,500 violations of state law for requiring proof of coronavirus vaccine for attendees. Number 4. Dramatic body cam footage caught the moment a suspected armed carjacker, who was falsely believed to be pregnant and unarmed, wielded a handgun moments before she was shot by Kansas City cops. A screenshot released in arrest documents show Leona Hale pointing a handgun as she looks behind her while trying to flee from Kansas City police. Hale, a convicted felon banned from having weapons, pointed a loaded handgun straight at 2 officers, both of whom then shot her a total of 3 times. Number 5. Summertime, and the jobs for high school and college students are easy to get if they want them. While many employers are increasing hourly wages, many teams can take jobs that pay better than the usual summertime gigs. Economists report a big pay gap in the summer job market. There are fewer applicants for jobs that teenagers once took in order to make spending money for the summer and for those back-to-school items. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Respecting other people's time and space shows good character. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central as we discuss today's top headlines and more. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.